Okay, welcome. This is the third video in the basics series. Okay, today I'm going to be breaking down pulling the clay into 5 steps. So 5 steps for doing kind of the first pull on your clay. Okay, so your clay is centered. We've opened the well, dropped the well, opened it up. And then I'm going to kind of walk you through how I do my first pull. I'm going to show you right-handed and left-handed. It's essentially the same thing, just the other side of the wheel. Again, this is just how I do it. There's no real, I suppose, right way to do it, but hopefully this will give you some tips that'll shorten the learning curve for you. Enjoy the video, like, subscribe, notifications so that you are made aware when I upload new videos. Cool? Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the video. Okie dokie. So, centered. We're open. We're good to go there. Here are my 5 steps for doing the first pull, okay? Step 1, anchor our arms. Step 2, let your hands be buddies. Step 3, we're going to pinch and compress. Step 4, I'm going to call T-Rex arms. And then finally, step 5, I want your hands to float past the rim, okay? And actually adjust this a little bit. There we go. Okay, so here we go. Wheel is spinning, a little bit of water anytime you feel the friction or stickiness. Arms are anchored, so step 1, your arms are just kind of relaxed, hanging out somewhere. Legs, body, splash pan, same thing as centering, okay? Step 2, let your hands be buddies. So I'm going to recommend if you're right-handed and this wheel were a clock and you're kind of facing it, noon, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock, okay? I'm going to recommend for righties, your hands are going to live somewhere between 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock. For lefties, you're going to be over here between 9 and 6, okay? When I say step 2, let your hands be buddies, what I mean by that is kind of set your hands up like, I have a 1-year-old at home, so obviously this little gator shark situation is very relevant. But let your hands kind of rest on each other so they're working as one unit, okay? So let your hands be buddies. Left fingers on the inside, right fingers on the outside. Again, for lefties, just the exact opposite. And step 3 is pinch and compress. So my fingertips inside, little, obviously from the outside, because there is a floor of clay here, your outside fingers are going to be slightly lower than your inside fingers, and you're going to just pinch and gently compress the clay. You will get the hang of the feel for the clay after doing this over and over and over again. Some's a little bit softer, some's a little bit harder, depends what clay body you're working with, yada yada yada. Just repetition, again, rule of 10,000 all day long, okay? So step 3, pinch and compress. Step 4 is T-Rex arms. So pinching and compressing, you're establishing that new thickness. And then when I say T-Rex arms, all I mean is this. That's all that's moving. So you're bending at your elbows and your arms are doing these little kind of T-Rex thing, okay? So T-Rex arms, squeeze, little T-Rex arms on the way up. And then step 5 is float past the rim. So I'm actually going to do a pull and show you what I mean by that. So wheels spinning, arms are anchored, I'm letting my hands be buddies, I'm pinching and compressing, and then I'm going to T-Rex arm it up. And as I get to the rim, I'm going to gently float past the rim, okay? The reason I recommend floating past the rim is sometimes when we're so focused on pinching that clay, when we get to the rim, our fingers snap back together and you end up with that little kind of crazy, wonky shenanigans at the top, okay? So if any of you out there have ever, I suppose like played any sport or track or whatever, they would always tell you to run through the finish line. Your hands are gently doing the pull and then kind of floating through the finish line, just like that. Here's a little added bonus. This isn't really one of the steps, but after every pull, especially when I'm making functional pots, I take my fingers and just kind of control the rim, and I rest a fraction of the weight of my hand on the rim. That's called compressing the rim. Just a little extra credit. When it comes to functional pots, compressing the rim, I try and do it after every pull. I think it makes your pot stronger. It's the same concept as, in here I'm going to regionalize myself, a pop can or a soda can. The rim is nice and thick or thicker and strong, and the base is thick and strong. The walls can be relatively thin, and you'll have a pretty strong structure, okay? So again, step one, we'll do this again. A little bit of water, anchored arms. Step two, letting your hands be buddies, letting them kind of rest on each other. Step three, pinching and compressing. Step four, T-Rex arms as you're moving your way up. And then step five, floating past the rim, just like that. A little extra credit, compress the rim. There you go. Cool, cool. Let me know what you want to, let me know if I missed anything down in the comments. Thanks, you guys. So there you have it. Today was a short one. I'm kind of taking a look at the statistics and seeing that you guys are making it about 4 minutes, 5 minutes through these videos. So trying to keep it quick. Again, reiterate 5 steps for pulling the clay. Anchor those arms, nice and relaxed. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Let your hands be buddies. Kind of let them rest on each other. Step 3, pinch, compress. A little gentle, pinching and compressing. Step 4, little T-Rex arms all day long. Just nice and relaxed. Everything is relaxed up here. Little T-Rex arms, okay? And then finally, step 5, at the end of the pull, when you get to the top of the clay, just float right past the rim. Cool? Thank you again. I sincerely appreciate it. I see the comments, I see the views. I appreciate y'all. Let me know what you want to see next. Let me know if there's any videos you want me to try and make. I'm going to keep doing these instructional basic ones, and I'm going to also keep doing kind of like the process. You can just see me sort of make pots and do my thing. Beyond that, the next video is going to be shaping the pot. So I'm going to break down pulling the clay out, pushing it back in, making wider forms, making more narrow forms, and kind of how to manipulate that whole situation with your hands, okay? So again, like, subscribe, notifications for the next videos, yada, yada, yada. Hope y'all have a good night. Thank you. Or day, or wherever you're at.